We've currently got a special offer live now on PoodleCP.com for the launch of College Football 26. Use code KICKOFF, all caps, for $50 off the annual plan, or code KICKOFF 2025 for $5 off the monthly plan. You'll unlock exclusive spreadsheets, in-depth info, and our members-only Discord. Join hundreds of members in the fastest-growing CFB 26 community out there. Don't miss out and sign up now. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Poodle back with another CFB 26 video, and in today's video, I'm going over the most overpowered coaching packages you need in Dynasty mode. Now, before we get into the video, guys, we've been absolutely killing it over on PoodleCP.com. If you haven't signed up already, you definitely don't want to miss out on this deal and what's going on over there. The first week of CFB has been absolutely crazy. We are breaking things left and right, figuring out new tactics, new methods, going over pipelines, strength, data testing, and everything to perfect not only your Dynasty choice, but all the decisions you make in your Dynasty. So make sure to check it out below. If you use code KICKOFF, all caps, you get $50 off the annual plan. Use code KICKOFF 2025, all caps, you get $5 off the monthly plan. And the best part, like I always say, you're grandfathered in. It's a recurring membership. So not only do you get a great deal now, you have a great deal for your longevity and your time over on the website. So make sure to check it out, guys. Be a part of the Discord chat, be a part of everything we're doing live, have direct access to me, directly at me for questions, which is happening all day. What pipeline to choose? What should I do? Should I cut this guide, this coach package? As well as all the tools that are coming. Our CFB Ultimate Guide 2.0 for this year will be coming in August. We have a lot of tools already on there, like our coach build calculator, our master spreadsheet that has thousands of lines of everything you could ever need to analyze a team and know what to do in Dynasty mode, as well as all of our new features that we'll be rolling out over the next few weeks, plus we already have. You can at me all day. I get back pretty quick and have a team of members who do the same thing. So make sure to check it out, guys. But let's get into the video. So I want to lay out my foundation for this video. So you've seen my best coach build, but this video is going to be a little different. And how is that? The best coach build is the most ideal way to efficiently utilize all your points in something that works long term. Where this video shines is it'll break down each package and why I love it, but more so what it'll do is it'll break down packages that you don't see in the ideal coach build. And why is that? Some packages I love, but they're too expensive to get to that threshold to unlock them, and thus I don't include them in my build. But I have people who are like, hey bro, like I love Tactician, why don't you include, I'm using it, like which ones are good in Tactician? So there might be an ability I love in there. There's not, but there might be, right? And there's also Talent Developer, where there's another ability that I love in there, Strategist that I love in there, that I may not have in the ideal build, but if you want to utilize, like I always say, don't copy my build 100%, do like 95, 92. Have some flexibility, understand your league, know what you're competing against, and this will allow you to be like, oh, so he does love tier 4 recruiter, but he doesn't want to spend it, but I really want tier 3, so I may as well get tier 4. And this is going to give you a breakdown of all my overpowered abilities in the game. So let's take this to the coach ability page. I'm going to go package by package so you can get my unfiltered thoughts on everything. Tactician and Scheme Guru. As a whole, what is good here? Nothing. I don't like it, guys, and I want to break down exactly why I don't like it before I get into the overpowered ones. First and foremost, stats are great. They work really well if you're simming games, but when I'm playing on the field, or when I'm playing a season-long Dynasty, if you're a better player than someone else, this isn't going to change that. Having a boost to pursuit and play rec isn't going to make you play better than your best player in your league. It's just not going to win you games. It'll help, but it's not going to win you games if they're better than you. What you need to do, either you're the best guy on the field and you don't need this, or maybe it benefits you a little bit, or you're not the best guy on the field, you need to beat them off the field. Recruiting, player development, building. This is something that just like feels incremental to me, and it's not like gonna help me recruit or my long-term success as a program. And these, while they do sound really good, I can't guarantee that they work. There's really no way to test this unless I did like an 100 catch test to see if that actually works. It's not my cup of tea. Do what you want there. The Scheme Guru stuff sounds good if you're gonna go there and you have it. Like, these things sound good. If I had to pick, I'd say Tipped Your Hand, the last one, Chance to Your Defense Covered Shell and Harrip's pretty cool, but really not my thing. But let's move on to Strategist. What do I love here? So there's tier 1, which is boost complimentary visits for quarterbacks. There's tier 2, which is visits have a bigger impact. Tier 3, lower threshold, and mind reader. Be honest with you guys, I kind of like them all. But my only issue is this. I don't like situational abilities. So boost to complimentary visits, it's situational. Do you have a visit? Do you have 2 visits that week? Are they complimentary? Not always gonna help you. Visits have a bigger impact. It's good, but do you have visits weeks 2 to 4 this season? Will it work this year? I actually really like tier 3. Tier 3 is my favorite. I think tier 3 is an overpowered one. Tier 3 is one that if you happen to end up in Strategist or you fumble along it or you have it, you should be happy. It's a really good one. Where does it help? It helps in 2 factors. It helps if you're a big school. It helps you not have to worry about retaining talent. Because when you have high tier 5-star talent that has high playing time requirements and you bring in a lot more 5-stars, you might end up losing players. By having a lower deal breaker threshold, their playing time requirements will drop. Their pro potential will drop. If you have a bad season, you won't lose your entire team because you recruited all these A, B+ threshold guys. Tier 3 is awesome for retention. It's also awesome to get your foot in the door if you're a smaller school trying to actually recruit higher tier guys, especially unrecruited higher tier guys. So that's where I stand on that. Mind Reader is solid. It's really good. If you're gonna go tier 3, you might as well get Mind Reader. So those two are both really, really good. I'm not as big on Mind Reader this year because dev traits can go up, but it's still really good. I think if you're going tier 3, you go tier 4. Those two are really, really good, and I think they're kind of overpowered if you're getting that far. If you're not going to do the ideal build, or you're doing the ideal build and you don't have points for strategist, that's where going tier 4 is like kind of detrimental. Recruiter. In Recruiter, the best ability here is going to be tier 1, which is quarterbacks take less time to fully scout because scouting's expensive. Without it, it's like 5 clicks, it's 50 points. Very unrealistic. Like, it's not realistic for you to go through multiple years of Dynasty without this package. You need this one. You need it in all positions minus kicker. Tier 2 last year didn't work, and I still don't have much hope in it. Now, the other one that I really like, the problem is you have to get through tier 2 to do it. So if you're going to go that route, your coach already has it, or you're using a head coach who came with it, tier 3 is good. Portal King. Quarterback transfers are more interested. Obviously, increased interest in the transfer portal is cool, because the transfer portal is really good this year. So I definitely like those. Now on Elite Recruiter, boost to ideal pitch grade, absolutely love. My school grades have a larger impact, absolutely love. Recruiting actions have bigger impacts, absolutely love. Increase weekly recruiting hours. This whole thing is glitchy. If you can get Elite Recruiter, you want all 4 of these. Ideally, all 4 of these, and then you want the 1 on here, and maybe the 3 if you have to go that route. That's going to be the recruiting side of it. I love a lot of it. I just don't like tier 2, 3, 4 if you have to go all the way through building the ideal coach build. But if you end up fumbling along, I don't mind tier 1 and tier 3. And at that point, if you want to go down a step further, you could go for the sway, but I don't like it. I personally think sway is useless, so I'm sticking to tier 1 and tier 3. Talent developer. Bonus XP for quarterbacks when quarterbacks are drafted. Absolutely love this one. This was a huge one last year. It was tier 1 motivator last year, which was super, super good. Love that one. Freshman, sophomore quarterbacks progress faster. I love that because that gets them going very early. You don't have to wait every time for their junior or senior year to finally play them. Elite generational, like 81 overall, 82 overall quarterback freshman could actually have a very great stat pad year and come out into their sophomore season as a starter. Like a full-blown, like reliable starter. I love that. Star Maker. Quarterbacks will progress faster, or any position will gain XP faster. Absolutely huge, especially if you play your user games and you're stat padding, you're throwing for 400 yards a game. Very cool. And then the last one's boost the pipeline bonus. I like Home Sweet Home. It's just expensive, but if you're going to tier 3 and you have the points, Home Sweet Home is good too, because pipeline bonus does help, and we learned last year. I believe that was in Program Builder last year. Very, very good. Motivator. Tier 1 is absolutely essential right now. If you guys haven't watched my how I broke recruiting videos for small schools and big schools, go watch those videos. Right now, tier 1 is probably the glitchiest package in the whole game. Absolutely need this. Now, if EA does nerf, patch, whatever you want to call it, tier 1 will be less reliable, but it doesn't matter because tier 3 is one of the best in the game, which is getting off-season training boost. Don't care for tier 2 and tier 4, which is just, again, things I can't really track. Tier 3 is the most important ability in the game or close to it. That is your off-season training boost to get all that extra XP in the off-season, which is huge for player development. So for me, tier 1's glitchy now. It's still going to be useful organically, even without like that cheese exploit. But either way, you have to get to tier 3. So tier 1's always going to be my package. Master Motivator. Tier 1 is trash. Tier 2 is not trash, but if you get Strategist tier 3, which I like more, you're fine. And then tier 4 is trash. Tier 3 is amazing, but to get to tier 3, you're looking at 36 points per. That's over 100 points every 3. That's 200 points for 6. That's about 240, 250 points for 5. That's like 25% of all your points just to get to tier 3. That's a lot, and I don't like tier 1 or 2, so not my cup of tea again. But if you're a Master Motivator guy, or you go a team that has double Master Motivator coordinators, I could see a world where this is pretty cool. And then finally, Architect, last year's gem. Architect isn't on my board this year, primarily because I think Talent Developer is a bit better, but Architect's still really good. XP bonus for every 3-game win streak. I love that one. I'm a pretty good player. I'd call myself above average. So for me, I know I'm going to go on a lot of 3-game win streaks, and I know I'll hit that. But there's people who win 2 out of every 3, or there's people who win 1 out of every 3, or you're very inconsistent and streaky. You're not going to hit that one often. Tier 2, earn additional XP for in-game goals. I like Talent Developer, which is just overall earning more XP. And then Limitless, chance to increase a random skill cap. Actually, that one is a little counterproductive with trying to hit skill caps on the current breaking recruiting method. And skill caps seem to be a little, like, there's more overalls now. There's more upgrades. I like it. I do definitely like it, but I love Talent Developer. And what I learned a lot last year was hitting caps were a bit harder. Hitting caps are just hard. Like, if you're an elite dev player who is basically maxed out, like, getting all the way to their potential is harder. With manual progression, I do like this a little bit more, because if he unlocks his speed one more, and then I can just manually put on speed, I think it's cool. It's just expensive. But honestly, and the last one, increased chance to get an increased best skill cap with a national title. I don't care for that one. I think all first 3 tiers are good, but Architect for me is more of like a, you're pretty good at the game package versus a universal package, while Talent Developer seems to kind of just do its thing regardless. Bonus XP, starting quarterback stuff. Like, if you just play the game, you're going to hit all these things. The other one you kind of have to win. That's where I favor that one, but Architect's still really good. Again, if you have a coordinator who, 2 coordinators or a coach that come with it already, I don't hate it. But if you get to choose, I'm going Talent Developer, but both really good. So as of now, what I'm really avoiding is all of Tactician and Scheme Guru, tier 4 of Architect. I'm avoiding probably nothing in Strategist. I'm avoiding tiers 2 through 4 in Recruiter unless it makes sense. Talent Developers, good across the board. Motivator, I'm mostly avoiding Master Motivator as a whole unless you somehow end up fumbling your way to tier 3. Program Builder, what I'm doing under Program Builder is going to be avoiding all of this. While it sounds really good, coordinators less likely to leave, it's expensive. Coordinators are more likely to accept, it's expensive. I maybe do tier 1 here. I think tier 1 here is solid if you already have Program Builder. I think it's solid. If you have the extra points, it's not bad because you don't want your coordinators to leave. But as a whole, I'm definitely avoiding tier 2 and tier 3. This one, absolutely avoiding. Why is that? I'm avoiding 25% for more XP from gold because that's just getting, yeah, it gets you to your overall quicker. But if you play like a 20-year Dynasty, I'm hoping I can get there on my own. And they're just expensive. See players at risk, don't care for 20 coaching points cheap for each school that owns the archetype. By the time you get here, it's just not exactly as feasible as you think. Love this one. All of these should be upgraded on almost any school. Definitely way better on smaller schools, but still really great on big schools. Love all of these. Increases your pipeline. Don't like this one because, again, can't track it. Not something that I could really like feasibly like see with my eyes. Boost your primary pipeline. I love all of these. Boost your primary pipeline, boost starting interest from recruits from your primary pipeline, and recruits from your primary pipeline gain extra influence boost. Love that, especially with this year's proximity bonus. Again, is it in my final build? No, not exactly. Or mostly, depending on if you get that 100 points. I was very iffy on Program Builder or CEO. But if you get the extra 100 points or you have some movability with, or you're following my build exactly, I'd ideally like to get Relationship Builder and Strong Roots mostly finished out. And then roster retention, these sound cool, but again, too expensive. And by the one I really want is the first round players, because I can mostly stop the second and the 3 to 7. I want the first round players, and that's just going to cost me 48 points, just a lot. These sound okay, not spending any points on them. Now, CEO is loaded. Gains Getter absolutely is one that I want. Increasing your dev trait, something that's super huge to me. More the merrier. I don't absolutely need it, but I think it's very good. If you end up with extra points to just throw around in CEO or you're offline messing around, this one's really cool because you can do 8 visits in 1 week. And if you're doing 10-point visits, that's 80 points. Very elite. Could lock an entire class basically in 1 week. Love that. Dream School, this is such a fun one. This is just like a fun like flex on you ability. Like, yeah, I got 5 guys insta committed week 1. Yeah, like screw off, they're mine. I hate when I set my board and I see Georgia or Clemson with their stupid logo over my 5-star that I thought I had a good chance at. Hate that. Bundle discount, solid, but I don't think you personally get it. I think you take advantage of it as a coordinator. Gasoline, don't care, not my thing. It sounds cool, maybe, if you're like offline, you're screwing around. Second Chance Keeper, not exactly a fan of that one as well. It's just expensive and it's not quantifiable. If a guy's extremely low to come back and he's like a first round guy, getting 2 chances is still like a 5% chance of getting him back. Lasting Impression, best ability probably in the game for recruiting. This one was in Recruiter last year. You absolutely need this one if you can get to CEO and you have the points. Last Dance, don't care for this one. Bonus interest for every visit before you. So let's say you want to get 2 visits before you. If there was 2 visits before you, this recruit's probably already finished. Leadership Motive sounds good, but it's just your senior year. It's a lot of points just for 1 year. Increasing caps by 1, I mean, that kind of hurts the method with breaking recruiting right now. Not something that I'm overly going into, guys, but that basically wraps up all my overpowered things that you need in this game. I went through one by one because I thought it'd be helpful to not only hear what I thought was overpowered, you could hear what I thought works pretty well, and you could also hear what I'm just completely avoiding as a whole, as I didn't really go through and break down every single ability yet in any video. So hopefully this did help you guys. That's where I'm doing. That's how I'm looking at all of these things. There's a lot of things that I want to do, but when building the ideal coach build, you kind of have to factor in, like, this is how many points you have, this is the league you're in, this is how you're going to complement yourself and recruit well and build well. Because, yeah, I mean, you could build a motivator, talent developer, architect build and absolutely just make people so great, but if you're not bringing in any 5 or 4-star talent because you can't recruit well, it doesn't help. You got to have a little bit of everything. And Strategist is very, very good, especially if you're a 3-star and lower. I really like this one a lot for 3 stars and lower. I'm going to make a video going over Strategist as a whole. But guys, that basically wraps it up. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to check out PoodleCP.com. We're running live tests on all of these packages, and you'll see in real time what we like, what we don't like, things that we strike off, things that are better, and the data testing behind like how much Motivator works or how much Talent Developer complements Motivator. And a lot of insider info that's very hard to put into a video and really quantify. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to use code KICKOFF, all caps, for $50 off the annual plan, and code KICKOFF 2025 for $5 off the monthly plan. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out. Peace.